Quý vị đang đứng xin ta tìm những cái ghế đó để ngồi. Xin cảm ơn quý vị. Sau sự nghiệp truyền thông lâu dài với tại Washington D.C, ông Lê Văn về hưu hiện cư ngụ ở Houston, Texas. Hàng tuần ông thực hiện chương trình về rượu vang trên đài VOVN. Ông phụ trách một cột báo và duy trì trang mạng levanwhiteclub.com. Quan trọng hơn cả, ông là một trong nhóm người đặt nền móng cho ngành nhân quyền Việt Nam vào năm 1994. Nhóm này cùng với người khởi xướng là bác sĩ Nguyễn Quốc Quân đã nỗ lực không ngừng nghỉ để ngày nhân quyền Việt Nam được chấp thuận trong công luật Hoa Kỳ. Mr. Van Lê retired from Washington D.C. to Houston after a long career as a journalist with Voice of America. He now hosts a weekly radio program on why in Vietnamese, writes a syndicate newspaper column in Vietnamese, and maintains levanwhiteclub.com. Most importantly, Mr. Lê is one of the founding members of the 1994 Vietnam Human Rights Day Organizing Committee. Please welcome Mr. Lê Văn.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate Vietnam Human Rights Day. Although the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was proclaimed by the United Nations in 1948, nearly 70 years ago, it is only being observed by Western countries, while communist regimes either ignore or trample upon it. Communist Vietnam is no exception. Basic human rights are severely restricted or totally denied to the Vietnamese people. In 1990, Dr. Nguyễn Đan Quế, a well-known prisoner of conscience, issued the Manifesto of the Non-Violent Movement for Human Rights in Vietnam, calling upon the Hanoi regime to respect basic human rights, to accept a multi-party system, and to restore the right of the people to choose their own form of government through free and fair elections. The manifesto reflects the true will and aspirations of the people in Vietnam, but regrettably, it was rejected or ignored by the authorities in Hanoi. However, Dr. Nguyễn Đan Quế courageous appeal was enthusiastically supported by his compatriots here in America. In 1994, after 4 years of petitioning by Vietnamese Americans, the United States has once again proven its leadership of the free world. President Clinton and the U.S. Congress passed Public Law 103-258, designating May 11, 1994 as Vietnam Human Rights Day. The President issued a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to commemorate such a day with appropriate ceremonies and activities. And thus, 23 years later, we stand here still strong in our belief that all basic human rights must be restored in Vietnam, that the single-party system and its cruel oppression must be abolished, that there must be free and fair election under the supervision of the United Nations, that allow the Vietnamese people to choose their own form of government with humility and pride. I was one of the initial group who, 27 years ago, worked on bringing awareness and support to this crucial issue. I stand in awe today to see how it has been carried on. So I would like to offer a special ovation to the young generation of the Vietnamese Americans who has worked so diligently for the past 27 years for this cause. But our work is not done. Today, the people in Vietnam are still suffering from a totalitarian regime with only one ruling party and no basic human rights. So the struggle for freedom must continue. I urge each and every one of you to keep your focus and contribute any and all means that you can offer to this crucial issue. Thank you and God bless.